Hey guys, welcome to grammar lesson for this week. Today we're going to be looking at clauses. A clause is a group of words that has a subject and a verb. An independent clause can stand alone as a sentence. For example, she got a perfect score. So here, now we said last week we looked at clauses and we said a clause is in a sentence. Like when you have more than one sentences or more than one part of a sentence, we can separate them into clauses. So a clause is a group of words. Now here, she got a perfect score. This can stand alone as a sentence. So this is called an independent clause. Then we have a dependent clause. A dependent clause cannot, all right, it cannot stand as a sentence by itself. And it usually begins with a subordinating conjunction such as before, when, or because. So before, when, and because are called subordinating conjunctions. They usually begin a dependent clause, like this example. Because she was so smart. So we can put these two together. She got a perfect score because she was so smart. So this we can make it one complete sentence with an independent clause. She got a perfect score, and a dependent clause because she was so smart. Now this example is a what we call a complex sentence. A complex sentence includes an independent clause and one or more dependent clauses. So a complex sentence, we did before simple sentences, subject and predicate. Then we had compound sentences, which are sentences that are joined. When we joined the sentences last week, we could separate them and make them two sentences. But with a complex sentence, we cannot do that. A complex sentence has an independent clause and more than one or more dependent clauses. In the example just now, we looked at dependent clauses. They usually have subordinating conjunctions. We're going to look at some more subordinating conjunctions. Now we said before, because. Now here we have who, whose, whom, which. These are called relative pronouns. And the relative pronoun tells us who or what or where. Then we have where, when, and why are called relative adverbs because they tell us where, when, and why something happens. Let's look at this example that we have here. This is Harry, whom I met yesterday. So, whom is about a person. So, this is a pronoun because it goes back to a person. This is Harry, whom I met yesterday. This whom goes back to Harry. This is what we mean by a complex sentence. So, we have two distinct clauses. We have the independent clause, which is this is Harry, and this is an independent clause because it can be a sentence by itself. If we replace this comma with a period, it becomes this is Harry, and that's enough. That's a sentence. But can we say whom I met yesterday is a sentence? No. So whom I met yesterday is called a dependent clause because it needs something to complete it. An independent clause can be a sentence by itself. It doesn't need anything, but a dependent clause needs something to complete it. That something that it needs is a subject. So, whom I met yesterday. So, this is a dependent clause. It has a subject, I, and it has a verb, met, but it cannot be a sentence by itself. And this sentence, this complete sentence, is what we call a complex sentence because it has an independent clause. This is Harry, and a dependent clause whom I met yesterday. I hope this video is interesting and it helped you to understand more about clauses and complex sentences. And you can look at the videos as much as you like and it'll help you to solve the interactive quiz you have on the school's learning platform and the pages in your grammar book. See you next time.